Taiwan, how are you? Good to see ya.
Wherever you go, whatever you do, I will be right here waiting for you. Whatever it takes, or
You started as a rock and roll singer, right?
Yeah.
But you were made very famous with your ballad. You call yourself ballad man.
No.
So do you
The
have
newspaper in Singapore called me
Oh, really?
Ballad Man.
How do you call yourself?
I'm a singer-songwriter, and I don't really categorize myself in any direction. If you listen to my albums, the ballads are the smallest part of what I've done. They've been
Yes.
very successful.
Right.
But I've recorded more up-tempo rock and roll songs than I have ballads. It's just that the ballads are the songs that people have seemed to connect with the most. But I'll never stop doing it. I mean, you can see in the show, we do a lot of rock and roll in the show. We do more rock and roll in the show than we do ballads. And as long as there's a nice variety, as long as there's a nice variety of types of music, then I think that's the way to go. I don't ever want to be known for doing one thing.
Yeah, so if there's any chance that you can make your rock and roll more popular, you do it.
Yeah, it really depends on the audience. It depends on the fans. And in America, I've had just as many rock and roll hits as I have ballad hits. But in Southeast Asia, I'm primarily known for ballads. I understand that. But when people come to see me live, they're like surprised that there's so much rock and roll in the show.
Oh yeah, I was very much impressed when I just saw your concerts just now. Oh, you've toured quite many places now. So, talking about the audience, which you like the most?
Well, obviously I love playing home the most. I love playing America the most. Second on my list is Australia. I love the Australian audiences. I love being in Australia. It's one of my favorite places in the world.
Why?
I don't know. I've been there about 9 times in my life, and I just always have a great experience there. One of my dearest friends is a singer from Australia named John Farnham, who I adore and who I'm a huge fan of, and we love to hang out together. But I've also loved playing in Asia. I've loved playing in Singapore. A few years ago we played in Kuala Lumpur. We had a great time. Just recently in Seoul, it was the first time I'd ever played Seoul, and the audience was phenomenal. So I like playing anywhere where the audience is good. As long as the audience is willing to get enthusiastic if they want to, I'm happy.
But this time Taiwan is missing.
Yeah. So is Manila, and so is Jakarta, and so is Kuala Lumpur.
I think we know why Taiwan is missing this time.
Why is that?
Can you tell us the real reason why
No,
you
I
didn't
think
want to go up on stage last time? I was talking about last time.
I didn't want to go up on stage last time?
When you were in Taiwan.
No, that's not true.
That's not true. What was that experience?
Well, it's kind of an old, long story. We were working with a promoter who is now in prison in Taiwan, who was involved with the mafia. We didn't know that at the time.
Okay.
And the day we were booked for 2 shows, 2 nights.
Yeah.
So the tour, it was the end of the tour, it was the last stop on the tour. The tour, Kuala Lumpur, Singapore, everything had been great. Jakarta had been great. We got to Taipei, and the day of the show, it rained all day. It was an outdoor stadium.
Yeah.
And it rained, and it rained. And all along, we kept saying to the people, the local people, you have to get the water off the stage because it could electrocute my musicians and myself. Very dangerous. They wouldn't do anything to help us. They would not get the water off the stage. There was never a cover put around the stage. So in the middle of the afternoon, a decision was made to cancel the show because the local people wouldn't help us. They wouldn't clear the stage. I can't put my band on a stage and risk their lives for a show. It's crazy. So I was disappointed. I came a long way to do a show for Taipei, and so I said, well, at least we have tomorrow night. So we went back to the hotel, and the promoter never alerted the press that the show was canceled. They opened the doors, and they had thousands of people come in, and they just stood there waiting for us, and no one ever told them the truth. So the guy who was involved with the mafia then, at gunpoint, came with guns to our hotel and demanded that we go back on stage, and I still refused. I'm not going to ever put the lives of a band, of my friends, in danger because of a show, because of entertainment. So the next day we did 2 shows, and I got the hell out of there. and it was a horrible experience. And we felt that our lives, our safety was in danger. It had nothing to do with the Taipei fans. But what the mafia guy, or whoever it was, decided to say was that I came all that way and decided I didn't feel like playing. Well, I've been touring for 8 years. That's never happened.
We all know that it's not true.
Right.
What you said, yeah.
But the point is that the press was very quick to point a finger at me instead of asking what happened.
Yeah.
They were very quick to judge me. You know, the next day at the show, I mean, we have to understand, I was doing a show knowing that there were people with guns backstage. So for the audience, they were very cold. The audience was angry at me because they'd been given a wrong story. In fact, somebody held up a sign that said, "We don't love you anymore." I mean, I didn't know what else to do. You know, I was a very innocent party, and it's true that at that time I vowed never to come back to Taiwan. But I got over that fast. Now, the only reason we didn't play Taiwan on this tour is because I'm only willing to be away from my kids for 2 weeks. No more. So, no artist in the world books his own tours. Brad Adams, Sting, Eric Clapton, none of us book our own tours. We have agents and managers that book our tours. So I said to my agent, you have 2 weeks in Southeast Asia. Put me wherever you want to put me.
Today is the 13th day.
Right. Tomorrow I got to go home.
Okay, now Richard has shown us the real story, so everybody knows now in Taiwan.
Well, I think everybody
what
kinda
really
knows it.
happened. What really
Yeah,
happened.
I've told the story before, so I think everybody knows.
So I think the frustration and the fright, I think it should be gone now, right? So
Well, this guy's in jail, so maybe that's better. But that's got nothing to do with why we didn't come. It's just that it didn't get chosen by the promoters and the agents.
yeah.
You know, and I'm done touring. So next time, I would think that there's a very strong possibility that we will play.
That's good. We'll try our very best
I'd
to
love to. 'Cause
make
the
it
fans,
up.
I mean, the fans have made these albums so successful. So I mean, I want to play for them. It's just that they have to. I'm sure they understand if they have children that my responsibility is to be with my family.
Yeah.
And the only way for me to play everywhere is to never be home, and I can't do that.
You are a very good fan, as a matter of fact. I think, you know, not so many fans, they realize or pay attention to your CD. I went through all your CDs nowadays.
Right.
And I found that you even ask people to use recycled paper
Right.
on your CDs, and you were complaining about how many people were dying, more and more people are dying for secondhand smoke.
Right. Right.
Not so many singers do that in their album.
No, but I really feel strongly about those things, and I try not to. I try not to, you know, sort of stand on a soapbox and preach to people. I don't want to do that because I want people to just, you know, respond to the music. But when I have an opportunity to voice my feelings about certain things, I use it sometimes. I use my position as a recording artist to do that sometimes. I don't do it very much. I mean, because I don't think it's fair to take advantage of it. But the secondhand smoke issue, I mean, hundreds of thousands of people die every year that have never smoked just
Yeah.
because of other people smoking. And I think that that's got to stop. That's something that can be like cancer and AIDS and birth defects. That's something that you and I can't control. But secondhand smoke,
No option.
that can be done that fast. All you have to do is ban smoking in public.
Just
And it's a
take
big,
it home.
it's a big thing, but it has to be done. Because too many people, innocent people, are dying.
You never smoke?
Never in my life.
Why? Your parents taught you that?
No, my parents both smoked until it became a health hazard in the late 60s and 70s. No, I just never smoked because it always bothered me. I was always very sensitive to it, and I think it's a dirty habit. You know, I think what we know about what cigarettes do to you, I truly don't understand how somebody can light up. My feeling is that if you want to make that decision, if you want to risk your own life, that's fine. But don't risk my life for your own
That's
habit.
true. I find another reason I like you. Thank you, Richard, for talking to us. I knew that you are going back home tomorrow.
Yep, I go
And you
home.
can smell Cynthia's cooking now.
I can well. Cynthia is many things. She's a wonderful mother. She's a great wife, and she's very talented. But a great cook. She doesn't have to be a good cook. It doesn't matter.
But she is the greatest cook in the world for you.
She's the greatest cook, even though she only makes 2 things, but they're both very good.
What is it?
She makes pizza, homemade pizza, and chocolate chip cookies. That's all I need.
Next time maybe you can bring us some cookies.
There you go.
Okay, so I hope next time when you come to Taiwan, your throat is getting better so I can sing with you.
Yeah,
You know
that'd
I'm
be
a
good.
singer too?
I heard. You sing very lovely.
Thank you. Thank you. So can you sing 玫瑰之夜?
玫瑰之夜.
This is the show you are on.
You're watching 玫瑰之夜. I'm Richard Marx. And you're watching 玫瑰之夜.
Thank you, Richard. And I hope to see you in Taiwan soon.
Yes, you will. Thank you very much.
Regards to Cynthia and your children.
Thank you.
Thank you, Richard.
Very much.
Whatever